In part 3 of our month-long look at women business leaders in the Berkshires, we feature the contributions of community activist Shirley Edgerton. She's the founder of a mentoring program for adolescent girls called the Rites of Passage and Empowerment Program, more commonly known as ROPE. Edgerton recently sat down with Connecting Point's Carolee McGrath to discuss why she decided to start this program 9 years ago.
It's basically a mentoring program for young women in middle and high schools. We have a strong focus on education, transitioning into womanhood, celebrating womanhood. And that process occurs through the young women being connected to a professional mentor. Our young women are predominantly of color. And so it's an opportunity for them to engage with professional women of color.
How do you develop self-esteem in young women? I mean, I guess the same could be said for young men as well.
Yes.
But in particular, your focus is, teenage girls.
Yes.
That is a hard age
Yes.
for everybody. How do you develop that sense of self-worth?
That's an excellent question. So it's comprehensive, and at least the way we approach it. We have a holistic program where we deal with all aspects of our being. So it's the physical, the spiritual, the mental. So we meet once a month, and there are different topics that we cover within the scheme of being holistic beings. The mentors or either guests will come in and have these conversations with the young women. That's one way. We start off our meetings with an affirmation every month. We ask the young women if they would recite that affirmation daily at home as they begin that day. I am enough, and it's all these sentences about why you are enough, just your very being. You know how beautiful they are, how the gifts that they have. The brilliance that they carry, how their culture and their rich heritage impacts their being, and that they're enough with all of that. I tell you ladies this constantly. You're brilliant, you're gorgeous, you have all these incredible careers and futures in front of you. So you really are enough right now. You really are enough. We do service learning projects. We do local projects. Every other year we travel to South Africa, and there the young women engage in particular programs and tasks. For the last 6 years, we've gone to orphanages. We've developed some relationships, and the learning and the understanding of who they are in the world, and that they're global women, it also impacts their understanding and their self-esteem.
I want to go back to you talking about that phrase, I am enough.
Yes.
You know, that is something that I think we all could learn from, certainly.
Absolutely.
But you would hope that they would know that they would know that they're enough, that they're beautiful, and that they're valued, and that they matter. But unfortunately, we know, in society, you get lost, and you often feel like you don't measure up.
Right, that's right. And also because we live in a community where the percentage of people of color, particularly professionals, is at a much lower percentage than white. So the research tells us that we need mirrors. We need to be able to see ourselves. So often our young women, when they attend school, they don't see educators of color. When they're in the community dealing with whatever could be finances, they don't see women of color. So this program is also helps them to provide that mirror to say, see, look at me. I'm a woman of color, and I've had this incredible career, and guess what? You can do likewise because you are enough.
What about for young girls who come in here, perhaps they've experienced trauma, they've had their spirits crushed by whatever might have happened in their young lives. How do you rebuild that? And how do you gain trust? Because I have to imagine that has to be a lot of it. If you're talking about mentors coming in, they might look, very skeptical and say, I don't believe you. I don't believe what you're saying to me.
That's right. Well, developing relationships is the most important part of what we do as mentors. We don't push ourselves on the young women. We allow them to make the choice. This is the menu of incredible women that are before you. Often when the mentors present themselves, their career, their life experiences, there's a young woman or two that can relate to that experience. And there's that instant connection. And then they begin their relationship. So there's that monthly meeting, but the mentoring is beyond the meetings. The mentor and the mentee decide how they want to connect with each other. Could be texting sometimes, you could be going out for ice cream, it could be going to a show. It's in an array, and sometimes it's just responding when they're having a hard day at school, or there's a family situation and they need someone to talk to.
Why was it so important for you to start this 9 years ago?
Well, besides recognizing what I saw in the performance arts group, if it wasn't for mentors in my life, I know I would not be sitting here today and would not have experienced the things that I have in my life, would not have had the successes. So I understand that, and I understand the importance of mentoring. So it's my way of giving back, and it's my way of understanding that that's part of my purpose on this planet.